Hello, it's Monday, November the 15th, 2010, and I'm Martin Smith with a daily outlook from MaxiForex. Friday saw the dollar weaken against most of the majors to bring an abrupt halt to the entire week's gains. Consumer sentiment data came out better than expected at 69.3 versus an estimated 69. The G20 meetings created discord within the markets as the rift between the United States and China regarding currency rates seemed to widen. No solid agreement was reached, and traders were left indicative guidelines to be discussed in the new year. The Nasdaq and the Dow declined by minus 1.46% and minus 0.80% respectively. And Friday saw commodities plummet as oil and gold fell by nearly 3%, while copper, wheat, silver and sugar fell even farther. Crude lost minus 2.9% to close at $84.88 a barrel, and gold lost minus 2.7% to close at $1,365.50 an ounce. Friday saw the euro rebound from a 6-week record low of 135.73 against the dollar after finance ministers in the Eurozone issued a joint statement regarding the EU's debt situation. Overall, the euro-dollar traded with a low of 136.81 and a high of 137.11. No major economic data is expected today. Although the pound dropped slightly below 160 levels against the dollar on Friday, the day ended with little change. Europe's poor fiscal strength also influenced the GDP as investors feared the region's exposure to Irish debt and fled to safer currencies. The pound dollar is still extremely oversold and confirms a slightly bearish trend. The pair has a strong daily resistance at the 160-170 level, which will be tough to break. Overall, the pound dollar traded with a low of 161.15 and a high of 161.52. Today, no major economic data is expected. Friday saw the yen continue to gain against the dollar, and little change was seen last night as investors adopted a cautious stance after uncertainty from the G20 summit. The pair formed a tight triangle toward the end of the week on the daily chart and remained well above the moving average. Overall, the dollar-yen traded with a low of 82.835 and a high of 82.53. No economic data is expected today. The Canadian dollar, this weakened significantly against the dollar as crude prices decreased by almost 3%. China's claim to increase borrowing costs and the speculation on Irish debt reduced demand for assets related to economic growth, but supported a strong Canadian dollar. The dollar CAD is very choppy on the daily chart, but the trend still seems to be positive for the pair as long as it trades above parity. Overall, the dollar CAD traded with a low of 100.99 and a high of 101.28. No economic data is expected today. That's it from me. Be sure to visit us at MaxiForex.ru.